Hi, I'm Markus from crosstech.de, and today I'd like to introduce you BreezingForms, our form builder for Joomla. And this could become a very long tutorial, so if you have specific requirements, then you can also check out the other tutorials that are available on our website or ask in the forums. In this tutorial I will show you the most important aspects of BreezingForms. I will also create a little job application form using the QuickMode, yeah, then I would say just let's get started. And after installing the component, maybe the module and plugin as you desire, you find BreezingForms under the components menu here. And in the Manage Forms section, you get a list which is empty at the moment here with all your forms. So let's create a form here. I would like to create that job application form that I was talking about. And here in the quick mode, you see the quick mode form editor. There's not much here yet. Left hand, you see the form structure. There's not much there yet. And on the right, you see the properties and the advanced properties. On top, you can add new pages, you can add new sections. Sections can either be field sets or separators with text or something like that, and you're able to create elements either in new pages or into new sections. So I would like to start with a new page, so we don't need to set up anything here, and we can go on and add a new section. I want this section to be a field set of type field set, and as title I will call this field set your personal info, and in the section name we give it the identifier personal info. Usually you wouldn't use that, but there are some reasons, like for example if you're using your own custom style sheets, then the section name would come into play. And inside that personal info field set, I would like to add a few elements. For example, the user's name. Here again the identifier, which is the name, and another new element that would be user's email address, and another element for the address, and one for the zip code. So while you see me adding these fields, which happened really quickly, as you might have noticed, you also have noticed probably that I'm always clicking the Save Properties button. The quick mode works like this. You are dealing with your form structure here, setting the properties, and saving the properties of each element once you're done. In the end, when you did all your changes, you save the form at once, so you don't have to wait for long-taking AJAX requests or long-taking side loading requests. You can just go ahead. So so that would be our base personal info, and then I would like to create a new section that would be again a field set, and that would be the application info that I would require from an applicant, and that could be, for example, the job type that I'm offering, and let's do it with selected, that's better. The job type, and here let's offer like 3 jobs, and here you see the structure of the select list. The 0 here means it's a pre-selected value. The 0 means not pre-selected by default. If I would add a 1 and load the page of the form, I would get this value pre-selected. So Here I'm going to add a label for the select list. That would be, let's say, support. And this would be the value that will be transferred with the submission. And then we're going to look for a manager. And maybe that company needs a CEO. And then we might need a date where the applicant would be willing to start working for us. So we'll choose a calendar and call it start date. And then I'm going to add a simple file upload field if the applicant wants to upload his CV. Yeah, and that's basically it. Now we're ready to take our first try. Before I'm going to do that, I would like to choose another theme. The default theme would try to use the theme that is available with the website template, but here you are able to choose themes that are available already, and also can create custom themes. So here I'm going to choose Aqua, and I'm going to call that form job application. And now I'll save the form finally. And after saving first time, you get the preview window. Clicking here, and there you go. There you have your first form. And well, we didn't define a thank you page yet. We didn't define validations yet. This is the next thing I'm going to do. So in order to create a thank you page, you just add a regular new page, and in the form properties, you tell the form to tell the form that the last page is actually the thank you page, and in that thank you page there you have an intro text, and there you can add thank you for your submission. Save everything. And another thing is we don't have a security thing on our form, a captcha. That's what I'm going to add now. Please enter. Please enter what you see. And now I'm going to add some validations. So I set it to required. This actually doesn't set the element required, it just makes the asterisk appear beside the label. If you actually need validation, you should choose the right validation. In our case that would be, well, you're not empty, and then let's say please enter your name as message. Same goes for the email. But here we're going to choose validate email. Please enter your email address. And then we have the applicant's address, which would be again, well, you're not empty. Please enter your address. Then of course the zip code. Here we expect, well, you're not empty. Please enter your zip code. There are many validations that ship already with BreezingForms, and I will come later to this. They are all stored within the script section and can be extended, or custom ones can be added. Very interesting if you need to enhance BreezingForms yourself. And of course the job type is required. And the start date. Here we choose a date validation that the user is supposed to enter a day, month, and year, separated by slashes. enter a start date. So then we're gonna save the form, and now we're gonna put it in for the first time. So I'm gonna look for a support job. I'll choose a start date. That would be February the 1st, or let's say 4th because it's a Monday. I don't have any CV that I would like to upload, so now I'm gonna submit it. And here you see that oh yeah, that the date format is not correct. So it would be 4/2/2013. Thank you for your submission. And what you just saw with the calendar is good that this happened. So I can show you this too. Of course, you can set the format of the default value when you click on the calendar, and it's supposed to be like this: day, month, and year. So this should make it correct. Let's have a look. There you go. You see that the format is correct. Yeah, this is one thing. What we have here is we have a nice form created in the Aqua mode. I would like to see both field sets beside each other now. There is a possibility to place several elements in line. That goes for field sets and for elements. And for field sets, I'm going to show you this now. It would be the same for fields. So I'm going to create a new section, turn it on as field set, and tell the display type all in a row, and call it your application. And then I put then I drag the elements inside that field set. And when I then open the preview, you see, oops, that's on top. But you see that they are displaying side by side. And here I'll move this up and to bring the capture down again. So here you see the capture down. So that would be the same way as for fields. And as you can see, that the regular forms are already responsive. Yeah, you see that these elements they are smaller now, so they will fit on screen. This is a technology that we already implemented long before there was a word for this, responsiveness. It was in the beginning 2009 actually, and yeah, now we can officially call it responsive. But there's another thing. We did a little bit more work to serve mobile devices. And this is what you find here in the advanced tab of the form settings, the mobile forms feature and the force mobile forms. So if I enable both, and I'm going to create a new menu item on that form, BreezingForms, add form, job application, and then the advanced option, enter the form name. I would see, or I should see, save another menu of the same parent. This is a okay. This is a problem with the trash feature of Joomla. Just a second. Now we should be able to create. Now we should be able to create a new one. They had the same IDs. So again, using forms, add form, menu title, job application, form name, job applic. There you go. So here is the job application form, nothing special. The form is loaded in a desktop view, but since we told the form to force mobile forms, it will do the following. If I open the form in my mobile device, I'm gonna open Safari now in the iOS 5 mode, and then you will see what happens. Now when let's give the form the title first, and let's call it job application because it also needs a name. The name is used as identifier that, for example, that you can use to develop, to open the form within an RTFS plugin. So when I then open the form, and then let's save the properties of the form itself. The save properties button is very important to the QuickMode, because every time you are changing some website here, it's not the desktop website, it's not loaded, but just should save, which is an advantage over responsive layout. You've done your because changes, you don't have to scroll through the whole website. You see the form. Now let's create a new page. Right on the start here yet. You can focus and I would like to have a field set inside the page first. Raises a chance to make the people the general data of the user, their mobile devices. So we're going to create a new section. The form itself will work like field set, so it will display as field set in the desktop forms, and give it a title as well. This is what will show up in the legend of the field set. Change something here. I'll call it general data. Last week. Saving the properties and adding a new element. Support would be the start date, full name, and another element submitted, and we also have a thank you message. Okay, so for example, email address. This is a very nice feature, and if I don't think you won't like to miss it ever again, because it's a lot more powerful over responsiveness. But that you will see. Then I would like to create creating another section, another field set. And yeah, so now that we created our form, we would like to see how it looks like, how it arrives in email settings, in the email, and then in the email inbox. And for example, I can show you an element for the job type settings would be first of all in the form itself you check the mail notification. And checkbox, then structure each of that select list. Each of the you could add more mail recipients selection separated by certain columns. 0 means it's not pre-selected, but in our case we just should see a pre-selected value, so this would be the administration. So as one job type I would choose administration email address, for example, manager. Yeah, and if I then fill in the form. So the first value here is the title, what you see in the select list. The second is the value that will actually be transferred to the submission. And the record, then we have a job for supporter, as you can see here. This is the default looks of the email notification. You can change this appearance as you like, either in regular text. The structure is, by the way, being used. There is a simple mode for this in the advanced tab, more option of your form, as well as in the admin emails, radio groups. So there's nothing here you can choose edit emails to custom. There you can tell, for example, send as HTML. Then you can add HTML tags, and on the left hand you can pick the labels and values from your elements and arrange them as you desire. There are several other options that would be too much for this tutorial, but you should know that you can have alternative emails, from names. You can also have custom email subjects and add, for example, values from the form. and user selected the job type, so then the value of the job type from the selectors would appear in the custom email in the email subject. So there's a lot to do, a lot that can be done here. There are also mailback emails that would be yeah, would be more close to reply tos that you probably know, but they are even more powerful than that. That's why they are not called reply tos, because you can do a lot more with it. But you can read more about that in our forums, in our knowledge base, and in our documentation and everything. There are other things to know. You have in your form you have the ability to here it is a word for developers or people who like to play around with some technology and or need to extend the form programmatically. That you are able, again in the more options, that you are able to use the form pieces. And the form pieces are very interesting, form and submit pieces especially, because they let you execute PHP, for example in the form pieces, before the form is rendered, after the form is rendered. In the submit pieces section, it will let you add PHP before the values are submitted, and after the values are submitted you can either choose ready to run pieces from the library, or you can create your own PHP. Yeah, but please don't start it like this. Just start right away with PHP. There is also a small library included in BreezingForms that you can check out in the documentation and read more about it. And similar things go for scripts. Scripts are basically JavaScript, and you can, for example, on initialization, choose again some predefined initialization script from the library, or can add your own custom JavaScript. Same goes for the submitted script. That would be a JavaScript that is executed after the form has been submitted. And then what we have here is the manage script section. Here you see all the scripts that are available from the library, may it be either for validations or actions or anything custom that's not typed, that you can choose for validations actually. So if you want to create your own one, and you can do that here and then choose that from the appropriate section, for example validation within your form. Same goes for pieces, PHP. There's always information what these pieces are doing, where they belong to. Yeah, and again you can create new ones or copy ones and edit them. Yeah. Then we also have the integrator. The integrator is also a great tool that enables you to store form submissions in different form tables that you have in your database, so you can integrate the data with other extensions. Yeah, this is quite a nice feature. You theoretically you could add backend menu items. The forms also work in the backend, so if you have forms for your staff, then you could create them as well. And something interesting is also that we have a create package feature that allows you to choose to export a complete package. BreezingForms is package centric, and or you could choose a single form and export this form. Yeah, and then you could on the other website that you might have and need a form like this, you could use the package installer to upload that form and use it. So now we have seen that how the email looks like when it arrives. We also have a manage records section here. You get all the records that you ever you see. By default you see all the records that you ever got, and you can pre-filter them by the form. And you also have several features like PDF export, CSV export, XML export. You can set the records to viewed, exported, and archived, and have yeah, most of the control that's possible about your records. There's a very interesting feature. We also have an extension called Content Builder, which is a quite easy to use CCK, and it perfectly integrates with BreezingForms. And there you can even create your own record management, yeah, by clicking through the administrator panel, and that would be something yeah, that would be a tip for you maybe to check this out as well if you need a little bit more than just seeing what the people have submitted. So check out Content Builder as well if possible. Yeah, what else do we have? What is interesting? If you are entering the form again and open more options, you see that we have a MailChimp integration, so newsletters is possible, newsletters through the cloud. We have Salesforce integration, very important for business. We have Dropbox integration. Yeah, you can export your whole submission as PDF, CSV, or XML into your Dropbox, or anything from the upload that you offer your submitter. And there is also a Google Drive plugin. There is a tutorial especially for Google Drive spreadsheets that you should check out if you would like to export the submission data on the fly to a spreadsheet and work and collaborate with other people on it. Very cool thing. Should really try this. Yeah. If there is no other question, I would say that's it for our little tutorial here. I hope you had some insight into BreezingForms, what it can do, how powerful it is. We could talk like for hours about the easy mode and the classic mode and everything, and go deeper into that. But I really advise you, if you're choosing BreezingForms and you are using it for more than creating regular forms like form applications, that you just come to crosstech.de and check out the forums, ask people, or check out our documentation, knowledge base, and everything. There's a lot of information that can help you to create very large and complex forms. So yeah, then I would say that's it, and have a nice day. See you. Bye.